are you doing? Hello. How are you? So, I want to tell a little story. I feel like there's something missing from this story that I heard, which happened in real life. Okay. Somebody got punched in the face. Okay. And I feel like there's something more to the story. Okay. So, welcome, welcome. Come on in. If you want to listen, listen. If you want to give your input, give your input. And here goes. So, one of my friends told me this crazy story that happened this week out in public on and whoops, I just knocked something over. Oh, it was just me. Don't you worry. Okay. So, and my thing is, I don't, things like this don't happen, like they happen, but it just, I feel like there's a detail that's missing from this story. Okay. So I'm going to share it with you all. Okay. So this guy was walking around Academy Sports and Outdoors. Okay. The store that sells like stuff, for your home. They sell like athletic wear, outdoor supplies. I think they even sell guns or rifles or whatever. And this one guy was there alone, and he was walking around, looking around. He was looking for something. He couldn't find it. Couldn't find it, and took off and ended up not purchasing anything. He says, well, while he was inside of Academy, that this he saw this couple, this guy and this girl, and they ended up walking out about the same time. He starts walking to his car, and the guy pulls up in a vehicle, the couple that they saw together, and he says, "You were looking at my chick? What the fuck?" He swings his door open and like socks him right in the face, okay? Just like that, okay? The guy got his phone because he had his phone in his hand, threw it away, okay? Threw it in the street. Then the guy proceeds to get in his car, his Tahoe, and leaves, okay? So that's the story the guy says. And I'm like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. You don't just go, you're just not in public and somebody just comes and punches you in the face and says, "Oh, you were looking at my girlfriend." Things like that don't happen. I feel like there's a piece of this puzzle that is missing. So it's been marinating, okay, for a couple days because this happened like on Monday or Tuesday, okay? And I'm listening to the story and I'm like, there's something missing, okay? There is something missing, okay? My theory is, okay, if y'all are walking out together, how did the guy all of a sudden appear at a Tahoe? Y'all would have been walking together, don't you think? So my theory is the woman was in the store alone, and the guy, the guy that got socked in the face, uh, thought she was alone, checked her out, whistled at her, whatever, said, "Hey, how you doing? You look," sucked his lip or bit his lip and said, "Hey, mama, how you doing?" And she didn't respond or whatever. She goes outside. They walk out about the same time. The lady's probably freaked out. And, the boyfriend's already in the truck. When your boyfriend drops you off, he picks you up at the front, right? He doesn't make you go, walk to the car. So the guy passes up to the front, picks up his girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh my God, this guy was checking me out. Oh my God." He was licking his lips and saying, "Hey, mamacita." And the guy's like, "What? Where?" And she's like, "Right there." So then they go, and that's how he appears in the Tahoe and says, "What's up, homie?" and socks him in the face, right? Another thing is, the reason I think that is because if this scenario happened, if he was really checking out the girlfriend, that guy would have addressed it right then and there inside of the store. Nobody's going to wait till they're outside because nobody cares about cameras. Nobody cares about any of that anymore. Nobody cares. Whether you do it outside or inside, you're on private property. Okay? So my theory is the lady was inside by herself, and then he addressed her as a fat bitch. He said it was a guy and a fat bitch, or some fat girl. He said she was overweight. Okay, and why do you gotta address her like that? Unless your butt hurt because you were checking her out and she was not reciprocating, why are you butt hurt? You could have just said some chick, but he addressed her as some fat bitch. Okay. So that's why I feel that the lady was inside by herself, and he assumed that she was single, and baby girl was definitely not single, and she sure did tell her boyfriend, because what if the boyfriend was watching? This is, when you're in a relationship with a guy like that, he could have been watching from the outside, and before he can get after her for conversating or talking to this guy, she has to address the situation right when she gets into the car. I've been in those types of situations a long ass time ago. So she hops in the car, like I said, and says, "Oh my God, this guy was hitting on me." And that's how the guy had the door open. He did say his door was open. He was about to get in the car, and he had the phone in his hand because what do guys do? They take the phone out of their pocket to get in the car, right? Thank you. So I feel that's what happened. Okay. He says no, and that, like, now he's pissed off. Now he wants to go find the guy. Boy, you had the opportunity to do that right then and there. And then now he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to, now he doesn't want to talk about it. Like, now he's embarrassed because now his boys are making fun of him because he's like, "Why didn't you punch him back? Like, why'd you just let him hit you and like leave, And everybody I tell, I'm like, doesn't it sound like there's a piece of information missing? Like the woman was standing inside by herself, minus the boyfriend? Because how in the world, if you both walked out at the same time, y'all'd be getting in y'all's cars at the same time? Am I right? Thank you. So when I say my theory to this person, they're like, "You know what? You're right. I've been thinking about this for days, and and I've known that there was something off about the story. That makes more sense than what." I'm like, I'm telling you, true crime. Now, if the guy will ever admit as to what happened, I don't know. Maybe if I'm correct, he'll admit it. He'll be like, "All right. I was trying to holler at her inside, and she was tooken, and I didn't know." And he came and addressed me because I don't know not one man that will see that happen in front of you and not address it right then and there. I'm just saying. Anyways, so how is y'all Saturday going? My Saturday is great. Today, I wasn't going to go into work today because I'm like, fuck that. I'm not going in on weekends anymore. I'm Monday through Friday. Let them worry about it. Okay. Let them worry about the drama. Okay. Because I'm not doing it anymore. Well, then my coworker was like, come on. You can leave me by myself. So I went in. I stayed longer than I should have. But I did all my work that I needed to do so that there's less work for me waiting on Monday. Hopefully it's all finished up Monday and I just got to skim over it and that's it. That's it and that's all. But I'm about to go cook some dinner. But of course, I have to procrastinate before I go and I cook, I can't just go and cook. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. And I will talk to y'all next time. And let me know what y'all think down below, please. Tell me